this, ruby axe even, I don't care. It is honestly kind of a really good knife and kind of a really bad knife. So the stats again are liars, just like the rest. The regular knife, these things can be extremely broken if you're good with them. They take a lot of practice. Alright, so I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, but COD Mobile loves messing with melee weapons, but never adding new ones. Hey, so it didn't really get a chance to make this until now. And you guys are gonna be like shocked at what got third and what got first place. It's like, it really is weird. I didn't even know which place and which order these were until today, which I grinded out for like 6 hours playing with all of these melee weapons. It honestly took a long time, so if you guys do enjoy it, make sure to drop me a like, make sure to subscribe. Also, watch to the end. Like, first place is baffling. I'm gonna be posting a whole video about it tomorrow. That's just how good this melee weapon is. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure to subscribe, and also just watch the whole thing, guys. Like, do me that favor. Alright, so in 5th place, I think this is going to be pretty obvious. Ice Axe Shattered. It's literally just a regular knife in an axe-like form. It's like, it's kind of sad. It makes you think you have a lot of range, but you actually have no range, and it's weird to time. Like, you actually don't know when to swing. So it's an awful knife. I really don't even want to put a lot of gameplay in the background. There's nothing for me to show you or tell you about this knife. It's actually, it sucks. Like, don't use it. To a regular knife, these things can be extremely broken if you're good with them. They take a lot of practice, and they take a lot of accuracy. You can't like go ahead and buff a lot of shots. You have to know you're gonna hit that shot. You have to know to slide and jump. So this one takes a lot of skill to use, but it's probably one of the best knives in the game once you are good with it. And I say that just because you can just take out every enemy in front of you as long as you can close the distance, jump around, slide. You can literally take out everybody, as well as pair this with tomahawks, trip mines. You can pair it with anything. I definitely think this is one of the best weapons in the game if you are good with it, but it does take a lot of skill, so it's not going to be up there on the top 3. That's just off bat. It can't be top 3 because it's just so hard to use. This one is going to surprise a lot of people, like already know it will. This is the axe, lava axe, whatever axe you want to call this, ruby axe even, I don't care. It is honestly kind of a really good knife and kind of a really bad knife. So the stats again are liars, just like the rest. They're just all like, man, they cannot get these stat cards right. So the fire rate is actually an 8. The mobility is 100, tied with first place, which makes this a pretty decent axe. And the range is actually 15, but it comes with like one huge fat drawback. Its weapon swap animation is disgusting. It takes so long to actually get this weapon out and to be able to use it and swing it. And once you finally do swing it, it doesn't actually get multiple kills because it takes so long to get that second swing off, and you got to know when to slide. So there's a lot of learning that comes with the axe. But you can also just run straight at people and swing, and since it has 15 range and it can kill on the upswing, it's easy to get kills with. It is probably one of the easiest knives to use in the game, right after 4th place, but it's I can recommend it, you know what I mean? If you guys have it, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. There are a few drawbacks, but overall it is extremely good, and I do recommend using it if you have it but you don't have the other two. Yeah, the Hachikatana. A lot of you thought this was going to be probably my first place just because I use it the most. See, the thing about this is it also has fake stats. When it first came out, I'm going to go and put up the screenshot. When it first came out, it actually had 12 range. I think it was 80 mobility, and what was the fire rate? 9 fire rate. So this thing is a perfect in between of a knife and an axe, and that's why I used it for so long. It was perfect. It really was. It has a really decent weapon animation. It takes kind of a long time, but not as long as the axe, so you can still combo into other objects. But there are a few drawbacks. It doesn't have the best fire rate. It really doesn't. The fire rate is a drawback, and it kind of misses sometimes. So with 12 range, if someone lays down, there is a chance you won't be able to hit them. So it is a little bit off. But other than that, this is one of the best knives in the game, 100%. It's easy to use. Like, you pick it up and it's honestly just like really simple. It does kind of change your screen a little bit though. It feels like you're like driving a car. If you guys have this weapon, you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't let you like move left and right very fast. It really does slow you down. It's kind of awful. That's kind of why it's in 4th place. So if you use this weapon, you know, it's the bat.
So the bat is just extremely broken. The bat is so good, I actually didn't want to make a video about it, but I am going to be showing you the whole loadout, everything that I was using in tomorrow's video. This bat it's ridiculous. It is. It has the highest range out of every knife, tied with the lava axe, but it doesn't have the drawback of having a stupid slow weapon animation. So this thing actually does have over 100 mobility, so it's tied with the lava axe in mobility, tied with the lava axe in range, but doesn't have the stupid weapon animation. So this thing is honestly perfect. It is the fastest swapping weapon in the game. It just comes out immediately. Just watch the gameplay, you guys can see it. Like every time I swap, it's just right back into my hands and I can swing. This is by far the best melee weapon in the game. You cannot go wrong with this. There's no way you can go wrong with this, I promise.
So I didn't get too much set up, but I did kind of like clean this out. and I'm gonna be turning this slowly into like a recording studio. That's the PC. I do not have it set up yet, but yeah, I'm gonna end up moving a lot of this stuff, taking a lot of this stuff down. But hopefully the audio in this video sounded better because of this stuff. Please, if you've seen this, let me know if it did.
Inspired. Fight.